Hi and welcome to your August Shadowscope with me, Sally Kent. I know that your time and your energy is incredibly precious, so I'm really grateful that you're taking the time to watch your Shadowscope. My intention is that you delve into your scope throughout the month of August so that you can gain deeper insight as you traverse through the month. The term shadow work was coined by the famous psychoanalyst Carl Jung, and to work with our shadow, we unlock our magic, we unleash our power. So I really hope that these scopes help you to feel more magical and more powerful, more guided, protected and loved. So without further ado, I hope you really enjoy your scope. Hi Cancer. I'm excited to do this reading for you for August. There is a transformational energy about you this month, and one that requires you to be brave. Requires us to be brave, should I say. Okay, let's get into it. So your inner and outer position is the Four of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Interesting energy for your first cards, because one implies action of the mind and the other one implies gathering energy, ready to act. So for some of you, you could be in the process of planning some amazing pursuits. They could be professional projects, they could be assignments, personal assignments, they could be family gatherings. But I'm sensing it's more of this bubbling energy that's coming from the centre of you to really honour your unique path and your personal passions. I do feel that relationships and love in August are stirring up a bit of tension for you, because we have the Two of Swords in your crossing position. So what is in the crossing position is said to be stopping what's underneath it from fully manifesting. So the Four of Wands is asking you to be mindful about what you give your energy and attention to. It's asking you to acknowledge yourself, to celebrate your achievements, to praise yourself. You know, I was saying to my best friend only last week, I think, and she's also a Cancerian, that every time we pass a mirror, we've got an opportunity to really rewire our subconscious and our conscious mind by affirming things to ourselves every time we see our reflection. So this morning, when I've been passing mirrors, I've been saying I love you. And at first it does feel a bit strange, but you start to believe it. And you know, it's known, isn't it, that how we love ourselves is the benchmark for how others treat us. And I think I can speak for all of us when we've gone through our fair share of being mistreated in emotional connections, family, relationships, friendships, because we are the ocean. We give and give and give, and we help other people see their own souls by us being such a powerful cardinal water sign. So it's known that we are the most emotionally intelligent sign of the zodiac. We enable everyone else to see their own souls because we know the depths of our own feelings. And it seems like this month in August, you're accessing that magic that you so readily give to others. Let's go drink something. There is this sense of personal development in August for you. There's multiple opportunities for you to learn new things, for you to develop yourself and to get on with work. I think there's been this impatience of wanting to get on with something but being full of so many ideas, so many passions, that we've felt a bit scattered about what to actually focus on. August is the month that changes, and I do feel, because I'm like struggling to speak a little bit, I do feel that this is about us speaking up about what it is that we do. It's about marketing ourselves, it's about putting ourselves out there, it's about, you know, showing people what we've got. But because we've got the 9 of Wands as well here, we might be feeling a little bit protective and a little bit shy, because even though we've got this hard shell of the crab, we have got this like soft underbelly, and we are incredibly soft inside. So there is this element of wanting to protect ourselves, and also being so close to achieving an important goal that we could feel pretty tired whilst we're working towards those goals. So I think this is why there's this focus on making sure that what you're putting your energy and attention to is worthwhile, because it's precious, and using it towards the things that matter to us and the things that really get us going and fuel us is, I think, what you're focusing on this month. You've got the Knight of Wands for your root position, so this does suggest that, you know, you have this burning desire to gallop towards the things that really fire you up and excite you and make you come alive. And you've got to go for it, whatever it is that you're focusing on, the goal, the ambition, the aim, the passion. This is the month for you to pursue it and to give it all you've got. It does seem that you've been doing a lot of soul searching in July and the previous months to that, because the King of Cups in your passing position suggests that, you know, you've done enough theorising now about why things happened, how it happened, what the purpose is. You've really sat with your emotions enough to understand yourself on a deep level, and you're being called now to tend to your own garden. And this is why you've got the 9 of Pentacles in your future position for August, because essentially you have so many opportunities to gather more abundance, to attract more blessings and abundance to you, and for you to have this indomitable confidence, because I'm getting quite emotional now. What I love about the 9 of Pentacles energy is that it has taken so much to get to this level of inner confidence, and once we get the 9 of Pentacles, it's like once we've built that inner confidence, nothing can destroy it, because it's built from within. It's an authentic confidence. It's not egoic. It's not about the ego. It's not about competition. It's about tending to your own beautiful garden within, and then your outer life starts to reflect that. And I'm so happy to report that for you, Cancer, because there is beautiful opportunities for you to enjoy your home, for you to enjoy money, for you to enjoy your body, you know. Because our body is just, it's such a blessing, you know. And I think in August you really sense that, and you really want to take care of it, and you really want to take care of your body, take care of your environment, and take care of what it is that you're doing outside of your home environment, what you're actually planting seeds with, what you're actually expressing. Where you find yourself in August, you're really being called to end cycles of anxiety, so things that that you know are willingly causing you stress and anxiety. There's a real kind of peak where you realise that you can change it, and that you can steer your psyche, your mind and your experience in a way that is beneficial for you, and you really get to the root of what it is that is the cause of any anxiety you may be feeling. And I really hope that you've got some tools to be able to deal with that, and I think you have, because you know we're the sign that is most familiar with sitting with our feelings, and no feeling is ever stationary, is it? It's a flow, and much like the mind, it just, we can get to a point where we can observe the thoughts and realise that we don't have to attach ourselves to them emotionally. I can remember years and years ago when I used to believe my thoughts, and my body would respond to my thoughts, and decades of a meditation practice and teaching people all over the world how to meditate has really given me great confidence in being able to soothe those waters when they arise, because life is a mixture of a multitude of experiences, and when we know how to deal with certain aspects of life, it's this indomitable confidence that the Nine of Pentacles is talking about. So there really is an end of an era, an end of a massive chapter for you, Cancer, in August that has been very stressful, and you can look forward to planting new seeds, planting new intentions, and reaping the rewards for doing so. How other people are viewing you at the moment is incredibly capable. In terms of your career, they're seeing that you're going through a transformation with your body, with your home, and with your money, and with your career and your business prospects. There is this sense of overall growth. People around you are witnessing and can really see how much you're growing in August. There does seem to be a nervousness, and it's almost like a hope and a fear for speaking your truth and being fair, but I think you're a bit nervous about what that might lead to, and who you might have to let go of, or what you might have to let go of, whether it's a relationship, a project, a house, material objects. There seems to be this uneasiness of kind of wanting to be fair and truthful, but also being nervous about what that might lead to. The overall energy for August for you, Cancer, is one of great expansion and movement and growth and potential, and it's about bloody time, because there has been this build up of energy of wanting to move, wanting to pursue things, but not knowing where to focus. And in August you get clear signals on what to put your energy and attention to. If you notice the Thoth card, we have the Queen of Cups, which for me is the card of the Cancerian woman. I just think it's just such a beautiful card from Thoth. If you really gaze into the symbolism, there is this mirroring, there is this flow, but then there is also this stillness. And I think this is reflective of your kind of internal state, that when you reflect on your dreams, you get hidden messages. Your subconscious is always trying to guide you in your dream state, helping you to develop in your conscious brain. And I think your waking experience can also infuse and inform your inner state. And I think you master that in August, and you have magical opportunities to really witness how the two realms coincide, and that you are always being guided, always being shown if you want to look. And obviously it's a choice if you want to look. You could just distract yourself and watch SpongeBob. I don't know. I don't know why SpongeBob came into my head then. Maybe some of you have children and they're fascinated with it. I don't know, but it's, but then even that, if you wanted to watch SpongeBob, there's going to be a message there for you. Like, there's literally messages everywhere you want to look, and this is what's so magical about being a Cancerian. It's like, and everyone can access this, but I think for us it's just that little bit easier to dwell in that liminal place, that magical in-between space of waking and dream. And this is why people are drawn to us, because we help them to understand their internal state. But I think we know in our conscious mind that we have to kind of protect ourselves as well, because it can distract us from doing our mission and from us focusing on what we know is to be important. So for your archetypal card, you've got the Bardo, which is incredibly symbolic. As you can see, we've got multiple skulls going around, and interestingly enough, it's about the liminal. It's about the in-between, the transition. So it's said that the bardo is a place between this life and the next, the liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of this world and see our relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us. Oh, God. Or see visions of lives not yet lived. I'm crying here because before I started this reading, I had a really powerful message from my grandfather, and I was guided to put this in between the cards. This is something he gave me before he passed away, and it's so powerful. Like, life is just so magical. I'm so grateful to be alive, so grateful to be doing this for you and living my life. Like, every breath I take, I'm so grateful. Oh God, I can't stop crying. You can see now why I do an intro, can't you? And just focus on the cards because the messages are so powerful, and I want to be a clear vessel in order to channel them for you. But it's also important that I honour my own, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that it's important for me to show up authentically and for me to be myself. And so it's in the bardo, there's a potential for us to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, to let go of all the things that cause us pain. The bardo suspends us in its spaciousness for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. So when the veil between this life and the next is thinned, energy is stirred, and this allows for remarkable healing and vision. The bardo is not to be feared. Take advantage of its energy by recognising what needs to be resolved. Trust that there is a message for you from the beyond. Who is speaking? Go ahead and listen. So if you're experiencing this archetype in a light energy, then you may be feeling feelings of spaciousness, grace, forgiveness and truth in August. But if you're experiencing this in a dark energy, then you could be feeling things like torment, desolation, hallucination, transience. And if you want to go deeper into this archetype, then I recommend that you read the Tibetan Book of the Dead, The Lament of the Dead by James Hillman and Sonu Shadimani. And it's such a powerful book, the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. And oh my God, and I've just realised now why that message has come through, because I was reading that book as I was preparing for my grandfather's death, and it really helped me to help him transition from this life to the next. And I wrote him a poem, and I read it to him with my mum and I next to him, and just the moment that I finished reading it, he passed away. It was like he needed it to go, if you know what I mean. It was so powerful. And I say to people, I work with clients that are really dealing with grief, and I say to them, in some sense, we're closer to our loved ones when they pass over, because they can feel everything we're feeling and hear everything we're thinking, and they can communicate and be there for us in more ways than they could when they were here on the physical plane. And even though that's scary and terrifying for us at the time, there is a great deal of comfort that can come if we just open up to that liminal space. And the liminal space is just full of inspiration for us to pursue those passions, but it does require us to, you know, spend time alone and to acknowledge the things that move us and acknowledge the things that we want to express in terms of our emotion, whether that be grief or joy or anger. Honouring our feelings this month will help us to communicate with tact and diplomacy. There could be a personal sacrifice that needs to be made in regards to relationships and love. It's almost like you're willing to kind of put that on the back burner and let go of it for a while, so that you can really focus on your inner peace and focus on your own internal state to get those messages to help you to pursue those passions. It seems like you're letting go of a particular project or idea or dream because you realise that it doesn't resonate with you as much as it did when it was first, what's the word? It's almost like, you know, sometimes we have an idea and then we realise that it wasn't really an authentic idea and it wasn't something that really suits us. And I think you just really want to get to the roots of things this month, Cancer. You really want to treat yourself with the utmost care and respect as you would a small child, and you want your relationships to reflect that. And you know that by getting organised and strategic and planning what it is that you want to actualise will help you to really minimise that stress. And there is this calling for you to delegate and for you to accept help and to ask for help too, because this is going to help you to really end this chapter that has been causing you this anxiety and help you to pursue those passions and for this new sense of indomitable confidence to come out. But it does require you to really go deep within this liminal space to access that insight so that you can share your feelings in an authentic way and have that healing conversation that is really about lightening the load of things, really. It's about lightening the load. And I think for some of you, there is this calling from the depths, from your shadow, from your psyche, from your soul, to really access your spirituality and utilise it. You know, when we have a spiritual connection, we get a sense of what supports us when we feel like we can't support ourselves. And, you know, as Cancerians, we're so good at supporting others. But this month, it's about you supporting yourself, supporting your dreams so that these major life transformations can occur. So if you're hoping for more love, there's an opportunity for that to come to you. But if you're looking for more insight, there is this calling for you to make a plan and to stick to it and be victorious, because when you use your anger and use your passions and then speak your truth, it enables any poison and toxicity to kind of be released from the body or released from your emotions, and it helps you to really just detach and get on with what it is that you want to get on with rather than facilitating everybody else's growth. You know, try not to worry about competition, about even if someone is doing what you're doing, they're never going to do it the way you do it. So just rise above those concerns of comparisons, because if you don't utilise the ideas that you have, then yes, somebody else will manifest them, because ideas, they flow in the wind and we can either grasp them and manifest them and tend to them, and or if we don't, if we're like stuck in fear and resentment or comparison, we'll find that we'll see it being manifested by somebody else in our experience, which can cause a lot of jealousy and tension. So this is about you really tending to your own garden, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and having strong boundaries and a certainty that you are steering your mind, you're steering your life towards one of stability and inner peace and clarity. There is so much opportunity to make money, but it does require you to get out of this polarity of, oh, I don't know, shall I, shan't I? This is about you overcoming that inner battle of uncertainty so that you can really be victorious. Look around and notice how many resources you have. It might require you to be a little bit distant and despondent from certain people so that you can access that clarity. But the overall energy for you for August Cancer is one of a balance of giving and receiving. And for those of you that have been overly giving, this is an opportunity for you to receive. And this is welcoming in this boom of abundance and good luck and stability on an emotional level and a physical level. So I hope you enjoyed that, Cancer. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in September. Bye.